Hi friends, how are you? I hope that everybody is hale and healthy, staying at home, enjoying with the family. Welcome back to my channel. Last video I discussed about how to pursue to go abroad, like what are the documents. We are in the preliminary stages, how to do, what kind of background work you need to do. I think we discussed a little bit. Once you have the passport and once you go to the consultancies, IELTS, after writing the IELTS exam, having your score, having your academic score, you can go to consultancies at least 1 year prior to your taking off to designated country like Canada, US, Australia, New Zealand, wherever you want to study. Today I just want to share my experience at the time of sending my son to Canada, my experiences with the consultancies. Actually, in 2016 itself, my son cleared his engineering. For 6 months, he was doing work in Amazon. After that, he wrote his IELTS exams. Then we didn't know how to approach like consultancies. In 2015, we went to education fairs. We had only preliminary, like how the consultancies, what are the things they'll talk to you. Only that much groundwork we have done. So we have done. My son has done his IELTS exam with the score of 7.5. He had only 58% in academics. So we gave a call to Just Dial. From them, Just Dial, we went to one consultancy in Amirpet. I don't want to reveal the consultancy name because now it's gone is gone. There the consultancy was very good. We were told to sit in the reception. We were waiting for our turn to come to talk to the counselor. We were there in the reception for 40 minutes. When we saw the entrance, when we saw the reception area itself, we were so overwhelmed. Why? One wall is fully covered with the visa stampings of so many people. And on one side, fully neatly decorated reception is sitting. On the other side, the couches are there, and on either side of the couches, so many brochures, so many magazines about study in abroad, all the different countries, so many universities, so many colleges. It was I don't want to criticize any consultancy, and I'm not telling that all the consultancies do the same way what we have faced. There may be good consultancies, but we had a very bad experience initially. That's why I'm sharing. By sitting at the for half an hour, 40 minutes, we were sitting in the reception. So in the reception area itself, we felt as if, by looking at the ambience itself, we thought that anybody, it gives a hype to the person that if these people do have a lot of knowledge and they have done their homework, by talking to them itself, we get a feeling, at least 60 to 70% feeling that somehow we are going to get admission in whatever the desired course or desired college. After 40 minutes, we went and we talked to one counselor. They said that, see, we are doing free service. If you pay 5,000 rupees, you can apply for 3 universities and 5 colleges. It's a total free. Apart from these 5,000 rupees, we are not going to charge single penny. That's what they said. Why 5,000? Means they are doing the groundwork. They have employed so many people. They are working on behalf of us for all the things. So we thought that okay, 5,000 is okay. Then we paid 5,000. That lady told us that we'll do the groundwork. We'll upgrade the software. You will get a call through our software. They will ask you all the details. After getting the details, obtaining the details from you, we'll finalize the colleges and universities. That's what they told. My son was very clear that he cannot write the GRE because he don't have that kind of inclination to write GRE. And the other thing is that being a cricket buff, he said that I want to go to only those countries where cricket is played, like Canada, Australia and New Zealand. These were the 3 options for him. By the time we went to the consultancy, it was already, I think, November, end of November. So, and I was skeptical to send my son to Australia. So we thought that let's plan to Canada. Initially, we told them very clearly, my son is having only 58%. He had, I think, 4 or 5 backlogs. But they kept us in dark, stating that no, your son will get admissions in all the universities. 58% is not an issue. Don't think like that. Nowadays, minimum 75% is the requirement to hope that you will get an admission in any university, either in US or in Canada. To at least this year, due to Corona, maybe there is a problem. But generally, 75%, below 70%, don't expect that you will get a admission in any university, like in a good university and in a good course. Since my son was having a lot of interest in hacking and cyber security, he said that I want to pursue any course in cyber security only and hacking only. So they said that okay, these are your priorities, we'll come back to you. Even after 15 days, I kept on giving a call to those people from my office during office hours. They were pushing like this, that one day I got very annoyed. I said that you better give us back my 5,000 rupees. We want to approach some other consultancy. I think this is not going to work. Then one lady, I don't remember her name, she stated that she's the branch in charge. She said that no ma'am, come this Saturday and we'll finalize the universities. Don't worry, we'll take care of your son. That's what she said. Again, we went on Saturday. I was working in Pune, so I could come only on Saturday to Hyderabad. So we went on Saturday to that consultancy. We met that lady who stated that she's the branch in charge. She said that why don't you apply for Australia in 2 days I'll get the admission. I said that no, I don't want to send my son to Australia. We were interested only in Canada. First time they didn't say that what are the documents they require for admission. Again, second time we went. That time they told us that we need the transcriptions and recommendations letters from the 3 professors from your college. So I said okay. We finalized 2 universities. One is Wilfrid Laurier University, and other thing 2 more universities. I said I don't remember Waterloo University, and the third one is I don't remember actually. And 2 colleges actually. In Lambton College there was a 2-year course for cyber security. So, and in Canada actually, if you complete a course of 12 to 20 months, if your course is between 12 to 20 months, after your completion of your course, you'll get a 3-year work visa, and that's for sure. So we thought that let's go for 2 years course. If we get a work visa for 3 years, in 3 years we can plan out the future, whether he wanted to continue in Canada or not, whether he would come back to. If he wanted to continue in Canada, he could apply for PR after 3 years. So that was our plan, and we clearly said that we want to go only for 2-year courses. Then she said that okay, you bring us all these documents. Meanwhile, we'll search for the courses and colleges. We went and we collected all the documents. We came back again, I think it was by end of December or first week of Jan. Actually, in end of December we went. That time they were closed for year end. And again, I think Jan 10th or something like that we went. Again they were closed for Pongal holidays. After Pongal holidays, when we went back, by that time most of the university admissions were closed. They didn't reveal that to us. They said that by this time we got all the hard copies. We handed over 5 sets of documents to them. That time they started telling that, see, these universities, one university is having $250, one university is having $150. Lambton College admission, there is an admission fee of $150. All these things coming around, I think 1500 I think 900 or $980 it came. That time the exchange value for Canadian dollar was 4650 rupees or something like 4650. And they said that time we were not having a credit card in our family. So I couldn't ask anybody for credit card. So So they said that we can use some credit card of our employee, but each transaction will cost you 300 rupees for using credit card. I said okay. Then they said that air mailing each set of hard copies, it will cost you 1800 rupees. So this credit card usage as well as this air mail charges, that costed us 10,500 rupees. I think this is going very lengthy, so let's continue in the next video. Thanks for watching my video. If you like the content of this video, please subscribe to my channel, and there is a bell icon next to that. Please press that button also, so that you will get a notification whenever a new video is uploaded in my channel. Thank you.